In this tutorial, we're going to take you through the steps to get you set up on DragonFly Max. What is DragonFly Max? DragonFly Max is an athletics management platform that's used for registering athletes, coaches, referees, and other school officials by a number of different organizations all around the country. Here in Georgia, GHSA uses DragonFly Max for registering referees across a variety of sports. So in order to get set up on DragonFly Max, you're going to need to navigate to max.dragonflyathletics.com. There is not an associated or dedicated app for DragonFly Max, so in order to go through the process to get set up, you're going to have to use either a PC or use a mobile browser and navigate to this address. It should also be noted that this tutorial is meant specifically for people who do not have a DragonFly Max account already. So if you do already have an account, this could be because you're a student athlete or a former student athlete. If you're already refereeing GHSA sports in another sport besides soccer, or maybe you're coming from another state that uses DragonFly Max. If you already have a DragonFly Max account, this tutorial is not meant for you. You will be best served by contacting someone in our association, and we can walk you through the process of getting you set up with our association that way. So in order to create your DragonFly Max account, you're going to navigate to the address shown on the previous screen, and it's going to pull up something that looks something like this. You're going to enter either a mobile number or an address, and choose a password, and then you're going to click the sign up for free button. What this will do is it will trigger an automated message either via text or email depending on what you entered in the form field there. You're going to need to click on the link in that message in order to verify that you're a real person and in order to proceed with getting your account started to get set up. So once you've done that, it's going to bring you to your main DragonFly Max dashboard here. It's going to look something like this. Obviously, you can see that there is pretty much only one step you can choose, which is this Get Started option here at the top. So you're going to click that button, and it's going to start taking you through a whole bunch of questions that you need to answer. The first screen is going to ask you what your role is. You're going to choose Official and click Add down there at the bottom. That's going to pull up another screen which is going to ask you to choose one of these three options. What you're going to pick here is Contest Official. Click Add. Obviously here you're going to choose Georgia as the state. Click Pick State. And this step here is very important. It's going to pull up all of the high school associations that are here in the state. There are only two listed in DragonFly. You need to make very sure that you choose the option here at the top, which is GHSA, Georgia High School Association. So choose that option, click Join. Next step is just going to be to choose the current school year and the current sport. So you'll see here we have soccer and the current school year. Click Add Sport. And this next step is also extremely important. So this list here is going to be a list of all of the soccer referee associations in the state of Georgia. The organization you are joining is the Georgia Soccer Officials Association, so you need to make sure that you choose Georgia Soccer here. These other associations, again, are other associations around the state. If you inadvertently choose one of those other associations, then you're not going to be eligible to referee any games within the geographical area where Georgia Soccer is responsible for. So again, make very sure that you choose Georgia Soccer, and then click the Add Group button down there at the bottom, and it's going to bring you back to the original dashboard. Now, the first thing to point out is you'll see now that you've got a little banner up here at the top that says waiting for approval for Georgia Soccer. So what this is the step that you just completed where you added yourself to join Georgia Soccer Officials Association. somebody from the association has to accept your connection. So this banner up here is going to stay until that has happened. That normally happens pretty quickly, but it's not something that happens instantaneously or in an automated way. So just understand that you're going to continue to see this message until someone from the association has accepted your connection. So what we're going to do next is take you through the steps to get you completely set up on DragonFly Max. You'll see here that it shows that we're 17% of the way there. So what your next step is to choose the complete your registration button, and we will continue to take you through the steps to get this done. It's going to bring you back here to the this progress section where you can see it's got a list of 6 different things you have to do. It shows that you've completed one of them. Now, again, I do want to point out that step number 5 down here at the bottom, you have actually already completed this step. It's just not going to show up until the association accepts your connection. So you're actually a little bit further along than you think you are, which is nice. But you'll see this screen is going to tell you right here that you're got 1 out of 6 steps completed. Your next step is to choose the start button here at the top for updating your demographic information. Once you click this, it's just going to take you to a screen that's going to ask you a lot of the same stuff that you get asked whenever you set up a new account anywhere else. Your name, your address, your email address, your phone number, maybe emergency contact information, things like that. So you're just going to fill all that information out according to your own personal information. And once you've completed that, it's going to bring you back to this same dashboard screen, and you're now going to see that it says you've got 2 out of 6 completed, so making progress. Your next step is just to take this list of things that needs to be done one at a time and in order. So we're going to move on to the third item here, which is the GHSA officials registration application. You click this start button. It's going to pull up a screen that looks something like this. You just fill out the information, click done, and now it's going to bring you back to this same dashboard screen showing your progress. Now you'll note here that we kind of jumped from 2 out of 6 to 4 out of 6. And the reason for that is this screen is now illustrating what happens once, as we talked about at the beginning, once the Officials Association has accepted your connection, this option down here, you'll see that this now is no longer listing as not completed. So this is what the screen is going to look like once the Officials Association has accepted your connection. Until that happens, this one is still going to continue to show up as not being done. But again, as a reminder, you have already completed this step as far as what you need to do on your end. So the next step we need to move forward with is the GHSA officiating questions. So you'll click the start button here, and it will pull up a screen that looks something like this. You're going to want to choose the fill out electronically option right there at the top. You click that, and it's going to pull up the questions that it wants you to answer. Simply answer the questions, click done. Now it's going to bring you back to the main dashboard screen here again. You'll note now it says that you've got 5 out of 6 steps completed, so we only have 1 step left to complete, and that step is the payment step. As you can see, what we would like for you to do at this point is to stop here with that 1 step not completed. Do not make any payment inside the DragonFly Max system yourself. The reason for this is because the association actually pays your DragonFly registration fees for you. So we will take care of that internally. We do not want you to make any payments. In case there's any confusion about that, we do not want you to make any payments here. And the biggest reason for that is because if you do make a payment yourself, there's a very, very high chance that you are not going to be able to get reimbursed for that. Unfortunately, it's a very cumbersome process that typically does not work. So again, if there's any confusion about any of this, please do not make a payment. Stop here when it shows you have 1 step left, and that's all you need to do to get set up on dragonfly.com. If you have any questions or problems when you're moving through this process, then you can contact someone at the association, or you can let us know when you show up for the online new member onboarding meeting, and we can probably help walk you through some of the steps after that meeting is over. But other than that, you're all done, and we appreciate your time.